Hi mates, this is the third week's assignment video lesson. My name is Roman and this time I'll tell you what channel strip is and why we need it. Okay, I have this beautiful mixing board here with a few channel strips in it, but I'll tell you about this one some other time. Today I will use this board for my lesson. Just like the other one, it has several channel strips, each processing their own piece of signal independently and then adding the result to the main stereo channel we hear through the monitors. That's what mixing essentially is. Pretty simple, right? But wait a minute, what all those knobs and buttons are for? The problem is it's fairly cramped in the master stereo channel, and all inputs need to be shaped in a way that will allow them to fit into a relatively narrow master channel comfortably. This board has 16 channels and therefore 16 channel strips. Let's start from the beginning. Every channel on this board has a balanced XLR input and balanced line in, located into the rear panel. The insert socket can be seen there as well. It is used to connect external processing devices with a special send-return cable. To power up a condenser mic or a D-box, there is a phantom power source, enabled by this little red button. Button pad selects between TRS jack line input and XLR input. And enables 20 dB attenuator to bring the signal to the proper level, regardless of the input type that signal is coming through. The signal comes to the preamp from there. The gain knob allows to adjust the gain within 50 dB range. After the preamp, the signal goes through a high-pass filter, attenuating frequencies below 80 Hz by 12 dB per octave. It is very helpful on getting rid of the stage noise, for example. This button allows to bypass the high-pass filter in case it's not required or undesirable. After the high-pass filter, signal goes through an equalizer part of the strip. In this case, it's a 4-band semi-parametric equalizer allowing independent control of 4 bands. High filter and low filter are shelving filters which affect high frequencies about 12 K and low frequencies below 80 Hz respectively. High mid and low mid are bell-shaped peak-dip filters which affect frequencies centered around 2.5 K and 250 Hz respectively. The next part we see here is the aux section. Using auxiliary channels we can create several different mixes for monitoring or use several effects in parallel. Aux sends in this board are divided into 3 groups. The first one is pre-fader, pre-insert and pre-EQ, placing it right after the high-pass filter. The third one is post-fader, meaning it splits the signal very end, output of the fader which terminates the strip. The second one can be placed either before or after the fader by using this button. All these settings can be changed by responding internal jumpers inside the device. Unity gain 0 dB is marked at 3 o'clock position of the aux knob. Default configuration I just described should be OK for the majority of the application. The next component of the strip is pan. As the mono signal coming out of the strip needs to be mixed into the stereo output, it is converted to stereo here, pan knob allowing to adjust the proportion of which the signal is divided between right and left stereo channels, while preserving their combined volume. The mute button seen here will completely turn off the channel when pressed. It also affects aux sends. PFL knob provides a convenient way to listen the pre-fade channel signal in the headphones without affecting the main output. This red indicator illuminates when the channel pre-fader signal is within 5 dB of clipping. This green signal presence indicator lights when the channel pre-fader signal is greater than -12 dB. And finally the fader. It controls the channel level, feeding the main LR mix and post-fade aux sends. The fader provides 10 dB maximum boost above its normal unity gain 0 dB position. More advanced mixing consoles may have dynamic processing section as a part of their signal strip. Also, there are a lot of so-called outboard signal strips available on the market and that can be connected to the DAW or the mixing board via insert or aux channel. So, in other words, a signal strip is a section of a signal processing set up on the way to the main out. Thanks for watching.